to their south.
QM and 4AM both wanting to take
Oh, I'm still alone.
the western end of Yasnaya Polyana. Empire Storm running a 2-2 split though at the bridge. I think this is probably one of the better locations right now that you could ask for. Depending on how phases 3 and 4 play out, they can obviously take either side of the river and then play north or south as well as west.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Logging. Login successful. Okay. Done. Oh. Done. Okay. Started matchmaking. Okay. I'm all alone. Hello, people. It's 2 minutes delay, so Just so you know.
We gonna dig you down all.
Oh, what a funny guy.
You will see, bro.
رتنا
Read my name. Read my name. DYD حمراء.
Oh my gosh. I'm scared.
dude, he has kill Kader free.
Oh, there's not much people at all. Yikes. Anyway. So, where are people? Okay. Do this. Okay. I want bag. I want bag. Bag, bag, bag. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, here's one. Okay. This sucks. Oh boy. I kinda wanna take it actually. But I will need to go here first. Find an M4 maybe? There it is. need stuff. Mhm. Well, I have ammo, at least. Oh, SLR. Oh, yeah, I will take it. Okay, I will go by foot. Actually, no. No nades. Boy! Hope there's no one bridge camping. Maybe we can check that first. Yeah. It's okay. Uh-oh. That's a circle. Okay. I get it. Angry people everywhere. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm almost out of gas. That sucks. I'll try crashing this. No, I will not. Maybe I should though. Okay. Okay, let's continue by foot, I guess. I still have no for extended and stuff. Same people. Kinda saw you, I think. Yeah, I saw you. Okay. I will need to leave, so I'll just... I'm not gonna fight them right now. What? Okay, good shot. Not by me though. I should have spectated that if I could.
West and east as QM take the Wizzy Tower in the fields. If it does continue to those fields, Poro, this is a decent spot that will get you a great placement towards the end of the game.
Oof. Nice shots there from GYY. Take Koi pretty low. As I've never heard it referred to as a Wizzy Tower before. Now
Wizard
that's
Tower?
my favorite thing.
Wizard into Wizzy.
Wizard into Wizzy, that might be my new favorite thing. It's adorable.
Thank you.
I love it. Okay. QM finding the shots on the Wayless early here. And if TSM is feeling okay, they've got I think 4 AM is a little bit more secure in their standings. They can afford to have, you know, probably
you
6 bad games.
77 points in 6 games.
Yeah, they should be fine.
I'm sure 4 AM will be fine. There was a lot of debate about 4 AM and what maybe they should do today. A lot of talk about maybe trying to make sure some teams don't qualify
Yeah.
Not necessarily hot dropping, but maybe cutting off rotations or just being a bit of a nuisance. 4 AM, I think, they're just going to play their normal game.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though. Who is 4 AM scared of? You know, who would they really focus on and say, like, oh, yeah, we don't want them to. I think they can kill pretty much everybody, as you see Wayless actually going down again. QM needs to be careful. Maybe they're going to start attracting the attention of 4 AM here, as Wu Fang going to try to get the flushing grenade.
Now that's a second knock onto Wayless as well, so he is bleeding out rather quickly. ZGG is going to have to speed up the process. GYY doing a decent job for QM. You can look at ZGG's stats as well. First in damage and kills. 25 seconds until phase number 3. As Yan Lee's going to bleed out to Uncivil for Lazarus, one of North America's hopes for today.
Yeah, North American hopes definitely hinging on Lazarus, Tempo Storm, and to see if maybe Ghost can rally from a very, very rough day 1. They've got a lot of work to do, though. As we see Tempo Storm in a 2-2 split. Now, where's this next circle going to go? Wow, we're going to cut back to the northeast. So we're going everywhere here. We're going to go north, and we're going to cheat south, and we're going to go back up to the north. And
it's a bait and switch, Poro.
It is, yeah. Yeah, that is not what you want to see.
Fortunately for Lazarus, they didn't give in to the bait and switch. They stayed at the warehouse. Now they're in a favorable position for phase 3.
Absolutely.
And we're seeing that rotation again for all the teams that were around Stalba, went south of Yasnaya. Well, now they're just backtracking immediately.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard shift, interesting shift. Vendetta now in some trouble. They've made it past Tempo. Can they make it past 4 AM?
Wayless is pretty good with the spray here as they go by. Icon's going to be knocked down. It's further bad news for Vendetta. It just seems anything that they do just doesn't work out. Crit was able to get by. Non-red pulls up short on the hill, looking for the yellows. Edge is going to get there too. Can he make it in safely, though? He can. Oh, that's probably the best it's been for Vendetta so far this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, they lose one in a very scary rotation, and they force Tempo to make their way out here as forever. Oh my God, Yeezy gonna take down Critical, and he is far away from the rest of the boys here. It's gonna be a rough res for the Vendetta squad.
Wayless goes down. That was his third knock, was finished off by Easy. Xiaolu changing position here with the rest of 4 AM as McCoy spots him. Ghost Gaming are in here as well. We've actually got a lot of teams now that have decided to crash into Yasnaya. It's obviously a fairly big city. You can fit a lot of teams in. ZGG knocked down by Strimzy. 4 AM certainly not playing with the same pizzazz as yesterday. In fact, they're the fodder today.
Yeah, Ghost getting a lot of downs here so far, but no kills confirmed just yet. Seems like they're doing a lot of damage farming, but nothing really to show for it. Is Forever going to try to put the smoke wall down, stay alive for a little bit longer. He's going to take a few shots from McCoy, but he'll stay alive for now.
Forever and Xiaolu last to alive for 4 angry men. Stark contrast from what we saw of them yesterday. As FaZe Clan continue their rotation up north towards Stalba. They've got Tempo Storm just to their left. See Maluk further afield, up above. GEX as well, watching from the hillside. You say, because now 80's getting shot at.
This could be rough here, and they also have Sun Sister and AHQ at the top of the mountain here in Stalbert. So this could end up being a very, very sketchy fight at the very northern edge.
It could be Tempo Storm, though, who might find a knockdown or two here on the rotation for FaZe. They're slowing down as they reach the top here. 80 knocked down by Miluk. Now spots Fudspace as well. Zempa's up close. He gets the knockdown, and then the eliminations will follow. FaZe Clan are in some trouble, but Maxi finds a knockdown onto Zampa to maybe try and turn things around. No, he's not turning this ship around. FaZe Sunday.
Uba's
I don't think so.
Uba's still alive. Uba's still alive in the blue. Nothing really going for FaZe Clan so far, but that was a really rough rotation. Sun Sister now has the full attention of what's going on up here. We'll have to see where the next circle goes. We're going to the east and just to the north of Yaz. So all of this going on Stalwart Mountain is going to have to get settled very quickly.
There's a lot of dead area in this circle as well. Those fields out to the east of Yasnaya basically unplayable. So Lazarus are going to hold a high ground position as this next few phases progress. One of the better positions. I think for TSM, they just want to try and get to the middle of the field as quick as possible. Uber knocked down onto Crazy Sam, but I just don't see a way out of here for Uber, considering they are dead last on 14 points. They might get nothing from game 1 here. It's likely they get nothing.
So very scary time for FaZe fans. So we see Uba.
He's got nades.
He's got nades. Can make something happen here. It looks like Oh my gosh, he's
Fear
trying
Chan
to go for
realizes this nade is coming and gets Crazy Sam. That's at least 1 point. It's something, but Uber's in the blue. 3 damage a second here, and he's going to have Fear Chan peek over, eliminating FaZe in 16th position. Now Tempo Storm at the hands of GEX have lost 2. The Lucan Sharpshot. It'll be a third with Sharky. All gone now for Tempo Storm.
Tempo did manage to pick up a couple of kills there off of FaZe, but going out in 15th plate and definitely not the start they're looking for.
It's in the kill feed, QM and Vendetta going toe to toe. That's actually in the very dead center of Yasnaya. Easy pushing in with Liga.
Yeah, we're gonna get a res here on non-reg. So I believe Vendetta still have 2 up. Gex and GEX looks like they're sending 1 down to the south here, maybe considering entering the city. Meanwhile, Lazarus still has oversight of everything. Ghost just trading from apartment to apartment.
Click pushing onto QM. From the looks of it, Silzen's pushed up close along with Harold. Nicky's going to find a knockdown onto Michael, but yes, you can see Ragnar and Silzen in the same vicinity as Liga from QM. Easy spots them though. Prime Tonight's got 5 of them. Throws it inside, but now he spots that W-Click are pushed back. It'll at least buy some time for QM. 2 kills for them, but only 2 players remain. The revival to non-reg for Vendetta did take place and was successful from Edge. They are inside of the circle, but you can see the congestion now on the east side of Yasnaya. It's quite impactful. A lot of teams in such a small vicinity as Purdy Curdy finds the elimination onto Gabba. Sun Sister trying to come down the hill of Stalba. AHQ in the similar vicinity as well. They're going to be pushing in from behind Sun Sister. Potentially Poro, more kills lining up for Lazarus.
Yeah, Lazarus in a nice little spot here, kind of oversee everything. They are on the edge of the circle. You see him take a few passive shots at GEX. Nothing going to find its home just yet, but Sun Sister coming alive here against AHQ up in the north side. Looks like Luke 12 might be wanting to come over the top and see if he can sneak something away from this.
Fear Chan last but alive for Sun Sister. Knocked down onto his teammate. SR's there. Luke 12 is taking shots to try and third party. There goes Fear Chan. Luke 12 picks up the kill for Lazarus. SR's knocked down as well. That was from Fear Chan. It could get stolen from Luke 12. CC is the last but alive for AHQ. Was spotted as well by a Freak of Freaks. You can see them in the back distance. Shadow will pick up the kill onto SR.
We're gonna have to ask Luke 12 if that 6x dinner plate DP is a new meta item there, as he managed to pick up a nice kill there. CC, as you said, still alive.
When you look at, but this map's about to pop.
Yeah, go. I mean,
phase 5.
if this
Go
thing
and have a
pulls
look
away
at
from
Yasnaya.
Yaz, it's gonna be disgusting.
Yeah, look at Yasnaya here. It is so packed right now, and I presume it's going to move away.
Ooh. Okay.
Apartments are in for Ghost Gaming.
Yeah, Ghost is going to be in for an interesting decision here, as they are currently kind of in a 2-1-1 between 3 different buildings. But I don't know if it's too late at this point to really get themselves back together, or if staying split right now might be the play, just so they can get more angles of fire.
It's a war zone inside of Yasnaya. Nade from Forever has a couple. These nades are going to be probably just about thrown by everyone very shortly as teams scramble for these apartments. Vendetta getting pushed on by QM. They're getting shot at by Ghost Gaming as well, who have got the angles, as you said, from those apartments. Forever. And they find a knockdown. Edge is going to be taken down by Shrimsy. When you're holding 3 apartments, you can get a lot of angles, a lot of sight lines. But if they do get breached at any point, it might be tough for Ghost Gaming. Sophia pulls up short. They've got the smokes. Forever knows he's getting breached. Throws out every nade in every angle that he possibly can. He got Leo. Sophia's knocked down as well. That was from Leo's nade. Team Fire. It's not friendly, though, for GEX and Forever. Holding on, maybe Forever.
They're going to wish they had that
Final
breach
nade.
back.
Does he go for Shy Way? Underarm throw. It's pretty good, but it doesn't get the elimination. They get the revive as well at the right time.
So close. There's TSM, the last few remaining members getting crashed here by SDV. Iroh gonna stay alive for just a little bit longer. So close. He's already got 4 kills for the boys, and he's gonna get the res here onto Michael as well.
And they're inside of one of the only buildings outside of Yasnaya that is inside of this circle. Forever got the kill onto Kane after Drassel found the knockdown. It's one very angry man right now that's getting breached by GEX. But yet, as this continues, there's less and less competition. As non-reg is eliminated, that's the end of Vendetta. Flash grenade, he just doesn't know when they're going to be pushing. I don't think they're concerned with pushing right now, Poro, because for GEX, they've been quite slaughtered. McCoy spots Forever. Oh! Straight into Leo's captain. He gets finished off anyway by Shy Way. Leo didn't know what hit him.
That was so close there. Leo not even expecting it. Is now Nikki going to take some fire here from Iroh. He's going to hide behind the exploding vehicle, just blow it up. Oh, no. Vegas and Drassel.
Ghost Gaming are cleaning up right now from these apartments. They've got such a high ground position. They can see in the field. They can get the angles for the players and teams that are inside of the city of Yasnaya. W-Click have taken their own apartment building for themselves. Red Cannon's out to the far east trying to deal with the Freak of Freaks. And of course, Lazarus still from that warehouse sort of position around the top of Stelber up north have been using that high ground advantage, but they can't get teams inside of Yaz. Let's see what phase 6 brings for us here for what is match 1. Oh, they
Lazarus.
Get the feed
Let's
for
go.
Lazarus.
T1 has been finished off between the combination of AFF and Red Cannons. Now Lazarus, not only do they get the circle, they also get double level 3 gear here and a nice bullet hose in the M249. Let's just see what they can make happen of it.
AHQ went out with 1 point, so that 16th position hasn't moved too much in terms of AHQ. Red Cannons are going to get the revive, but eventually they're going to have to take this fight with a Freak of Freaks. Out to the east, presumably Lazarus will find an angle here and get a third party from the north. You can see Uncivil, Luke 12, taking shots at Shadow and Lambu, who are just trying to move forward. They're just trying to get into the circle, but they're finding they're getting met by Lazarus. 4 kills so far. I think that's going to double up by at least the end of this game.
That is a tough push. TSM, meanwhile, out in the fields, have to figure out how they're going to make their way into this new circle. And we still have the solo player from GEX trying to make his way through Yasnaya and Ghost and W-Click.
As you said, and now they're going to have to get moving. That blue zone's moving. So it's time to leave the apartments in Yaz as a Freak of Freaks and Red Cannons start the fight. Iroh still alive, of course. TSM down to the southeast. They're going to get involved here with the knockdown of the Rusty Zero. Michael's going to take the vehicle, try and just find a position inside of the zone that he can crash into and try and stay alive. Andy spots Lambu, but he doesn't get the shots. Trying to just get one more peak shot to land. He's unsuccessful, though. Rusty Zero was knocked down, so Red Cannons are down to 3.
I mean, the whole time this fight is going on, it allowed TSM to make their way into the circle. Red Cannons was distracted after Rusty Zero went down to Ira.
Fight happening inside of Yasnaya as well between W-Click and Ghost Gaming. It seems pretty even. A Freak of Freaks and Red Cannons. This is taking its time right now between these two teams. It's certainly dragging on, which is bad news for Red Cannons because the Blues right behind them. Luke 12 stealing kills. He gets Raspu. Alo finds a knockdown onto McCoy. There goes W-Click. Lazarus now up to 7 kills. They had 4 the last time we saw them. They're feeding on both the teams coming out of the apartments and out to the east between Red Cannons and the Freak of Freaks.
And meanwhile, Michael is actually picking up a few of these here, getting it down for TSM. So that's another point picked up for them, as it looks like Red Cannons, Psycho, the last one up. It looks like he might be trying to wrap down here south and see if he can maybe get involved with TSM. You can see they hop in the vehicle. Alo sending the shots, but it's not going to be enough to finish him off.
Gets to the base.
Oh, that's so close.
Easy still alive at the back. He actually got the knockdown to Iroh, so Michael's the loss with the line for TSM. A Freak of Freaks is trying to hold out far east, but Lazarus continued to just have this Overwatch view of them, making it almost impossible for a Freak of Freaks to move any further at all. I mean, Lazarus should be winning this game from here on out, Poro.
Absolutely. I mean, this is...
Look at the circle again!
Jeez, this thing is set it up.
Oh my days!
But you know what? I mean, this goes back to when the circle cut to the south and cheated to the south and made everybody have to make that decision about whether they wanted to cut south or stay north. Lazarus held to their guns, stayed north. Now it's paying off for them as they are coming up huge, and that's 10 kills, and TSM has been finished off, or Iroh's been finished off. Michael's still alive. 7 kills, though.
Massive for Lazarus, though, this game and what it's going to do for them. 10 kills. Undoubtedly, they're going to get a couple more as well as this rounds out.
This is also huge for AFF. I mean, AFF and QM, both of these teams were very, very low. QM does go out there in third.
This is not over just yet, Poro, because Purdy Curdy and Alo are actually not with the 2 downed members of Lazarus. Uncivil and Luke 12 both got knocked down by NN. This is going to allow a Freak of Freaks to push to the next circle with no pressure at all. They want to take this fight up close. Purdy's trying to run as quick as he can to go and get the revives. But the same time it takes for him to get to Luke 12 and Uncivil is the same time it's going to take a Freak of Freaks to get over towards the base of this mountain. We have a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
They don't have nades. No nades on AFF. He does have a Molotov, so that could be something that they pull off here, as Purdy is going to go ahead and turn his attention back towards the AFF boys. This is a huge game for them as well. They had 15 points going in to today. They needed to have a big first game to play off of, and how big is it going to be? Can they clutch it out in the 2v4?
It's still going to be very difficult. Purdy Curdy got the revive, so now 4 up again for Lazarus. Look, all it did for Afrika Freaks, it got them a hope at a chance here. If they can find the knockdown onto Alo and Purdy Curdy, or do what they did again to Uncivil and Luke 12, then it makes it a 2 versus 2. And then got 2 pretty quick headshots. The nade, though, from Alo. It's straight to the tree of NN and Lambu. It's just going to hit at the front side, though. No damage inflicted, but Alo still gets Lambu. NN behind the tree. It's going to be very difficult from here. He did a good job before to get the double knock, but that's
there it is.
all it will be for North. 13 kill win for Lazarus, and a good start for the final day. Maybe it will be NA Sunday.
A lot of teams in here that we all want to keep. We want to make sure we keep an eye on everybody, but this is FaZe Clan. This is the team that had so much expectations on them coming into this, and that is
question mark?
A lot of teams
Monka?
going over there to Military Island.
Yeah, Afrika Freaks, TSM, and FaZe Clan. Welcome to Sosnovka Island.
Okay. Well, you know, this is something that TSM has already shown that they're willing to do. If they can't get to Milta base off the plane, they'll drop on Military Island and just loot up in the base. FaZe has done this in the past as well.
Are we going to get a milli circle?
So this is, and you know, this is kind of an AFF again. What are we going to do? Oh, please be a milli circle.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Zaki circle. Not
Okay. That is a lot, a lot rough.
One day we will get a Zaki circle. It will happen.
It might, hey, you know, you never know. It might be this one. It might be this one. But that is not a lot of people in that early circle. or T1 rather, looking really nice
GX.
In that North George location. SST feeling pretty comfortable as well. GEX in the South George spot. Tempo should be pretty happy with this too. This is one that they're used to playing. So it's going to be, I'm wondering if we're going to see teams go for the hills, the North George hills here early. Are we going to commit to the north side, or are we thinking that this might still cut south?
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting proposition because you're right, it can go north, it can south here. So do you play Everest this early on, try and get some information on the south side in anticipation potentially for the circle to go south from here onwards? I think north has got more of the predominant circle side at the moment, so I think you want to, best case scenario is obviously run a 2-2 split here.
Yeah.
And I think one of the better 2-2 splits that you could potentially run is potentially Georgia Paul Bridge if you're a team like GEX or T1. You're already in Georgia Paul, so it is a valid option.
Yeah. And then you got to keep in mind as well, you know, we got 3 teams on military base. You've got all the teams that work the coastline and Vendetta, W-Click, and Sting Divine right now. You know, at any point, any of these teams, the timing of their rotations could find themselves off a little bit.
So I just want to point out in terms of the leaderboard that you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, if a team is got a grey icon to the left, it means, of course, they were in Group B, which means they're done. They're just sitting there watching nervously today. And if they obviously got a red icon, it means they are in playing today for...
Okay, it's on.
Come bootcamp.
Clone.
Ela bootcamp. Access. Ela bootcamp. Oi. Ela bootcamp.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, let's go somewhere. Hello. Dude. Are you also alone? Come on. Fuck. GG. They're better than public for sure. Okay. Let's see. Let's end.